Welcome to Black Love Matters, where this serves as a therapy session for figuring out adulthood,
loving each other,
or finding Aaron and Bracken Michelle.
or Jay-Z Beyonce. Who is you?
I'm Neil.
And I'm Nyambi.
And this is episode 347, y'all.
Happy Monday.
Happy Monday.
We made it again, another weekend.
Be sure to leave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-star rating review on Apple Podcasts and on Stitcher. And follow us on all forms of social media at Black Love Matters. It's Black with no K. What's going on, baby?
Check in for me. So I had a decent weekend, I would say. It was a little bit roller coastery. Would you say, Neil?
Yes.
From emotional.
Emotional roller coaster.
Loving you ain't. Who's that? Vivian Green. Ooh, that used to be a bop. Actually, I think Vivian Green's second CD was a bop. That one with Beautifully in Love on it, or Beautifully. Anyway, it was a roller coaster weekend. I'm happy to give y'all a little bit of an update. So first, it started off high with a crab legs and shrimp feast.
Okay.
Every weekend, Niram and I try, like during the week, we don't go out. Like we have our food that's already previously made. Like we eat it. We're very regimented. Niram has whatever he eat for breakfast. He eat like the same 3 things he eat at breakfast. I usually don't chew food for breakfast because I like to sleep. So I usually drink a protein shake and or coffee, or a protein shake that has coffee in it, some variation of that to get me up. I'm more of a lunch person. That's when I get my day going. But the weekend, we always try to go out somewhere. And more importantly, we try to support smaller businesses. It's not that we won't go to a franchise, but especially with the pandemic going on, we're really trying to help the smaller businesses. And we also use it as a time to like go on a venture. So say if we feeling a little bit cabin fever, like we'll go somewhere like in Oakland or deeper in East Bay or further in San Jose or all the way up to San Francisco. That way we can just like ride, be in the car, and it feels like you're accomplishing something, even though you're just getting a carry out.
Yep.
But this week we got them crab legs and shrimp. And I think we done talked about how good them boils be, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
We got the shebang bang, all in, shabala, whatever the sauce.
Shablang.
It's good. It's all the seasonings, they in there. But what made this unique, I know we talked about it before. What made this unique is Niram told me to step up my worth and to love myself. I was like, what, Niram? Because I was like, I really want some crab legs, but I don't want to fight with the crab leg. Like, I really want somebody just to literally hand the meat to me. Like I don't know. I was like, I wanted the crab, but I didn't do the work. And Aaron was like, just get king crab. And I was like, king crab? What? I said, king crab, like an extra $10, $15. And Aaron was like, it's just me, you, and Mabel. Like if you would have splurged on an extra $10 for
Love
king
yourself.
Crab compared to snow crab, love yourself, beloved.
Love yourself.
Black woman, if that's what you would like to do it. Child, and don't get me wrong, y'all, I don't have king crab and all that stuff before, but for some reason I never like initiated whenever I did the boils, because I'm like, ain't nobody paying the extra $10. I don't know. Listen,
Love yourself, beloved.
them extra $10, $15, when I tell you the worth of it, first of all, when we got it, I had to first process, make sure it wasn't an alien because it was so big. But once I processed that it wasn't an alien and I had to work through that, I don't think I can go back to snow crab, y'all. I done become one of them niggas. I'm one of the niggas that only drink Fiji water. I only eat snow crab. I only eat king crab.
Mm-hmm.
Again, little $15 difference. Hey, y'all hear me? Y'all said that's the 15. What's a whole meal? That's something I'm gonna eat. But Aaron was like, we don't do this all the time. Treat yourself, love yourself, and enjoy some king crab.
Mm-hmm.
All that to say, you all each find this week when you can have a king crab moment. I know budgets range and vary, so you can't have literally the king crab, but there is something in your life that you can king crab. Whatever that is, whatever that moment it is, you can add just to have a pinch of luxury, just a pinch of joy, a pinch of indulgence. Go ahead and take that pinch of indulgence this week, aka have your king crab leg moment. Okay. What? Why you say? What you gonna talk about these crab legs about Nirams?
They was good as hell.
They was good, but again, something minor. And grateful enough, Niram and I, we can afford to pay the extra $15 a pound for it, and it was well worth it. Y'all listen, all the way from when I swiped my card to when I bring it home, I was like, this wasn't worth it. They don't rip me on off. I could have did this with that. I could have bought me some grapes. I was going down the list of all the things I could have bought with it until I took the first bite and was like, oh, I forgot all about that.
You forgot how good those king crab is.
Yes.
Because
like it was
Miami ass
sweeter,
is like,
it was meatier. And you also know sometimes with snow crab, you just give up because you're sick of fighting with them, and you know be a meat in there. You're like, fuck it, and you just put it in the bucket anyway.
mm-hmm.
King crab, you can look through it with your eyes and know it's nothing in there. And you'd be like, oh, it's nothing left.
Oh, it's nothing left.
It's nothing. King, so compared to snow crab, sometimes the crab win. King crab, the crab never win. I get every bite. Don't get me wrong, I had to have a whole ass mallet.
Mm-hmm.
Now, don't get you no king crab without nothing to bust it with. You got to cover your whole table and be ready to. You got to eat. You eat crab with people you really have a deep relationship with, because it's a vulnerable moment.
It is,
because you go very primal. You be honestly, it was a point when I wasn't even speaking. What was you about to say?
all I hear in Nyambi.
Mabel running because the mallet hitting the table.
He goes
Mabel running.
Here goes Nyambi.
I guess you got to get that meat from the top.
What's that? That's Nyambi blowing up.
The crablet.
I said, I ain't never seen that move.
You ain't never seen that?
She blew that crab leg out like
And
it was a dart.
It did what it do. Then it came
It
out.
just flew on out. I said, oh, okay, baby. Live
How
your
you
best.
you just use a fork?
You live your best life.
I don't be fucking with no fork.
Shit.
I cut that bitch down the center and blow it and come out. Mabel was running. Crab skin popping on the floor. Mabel trying to lick it up. Because she usually sometimes get under the table when we eat and we start hitting that table. She got the fuck out and went towards the door. Would you go say something else about the...
Yeah, that's what I was going to say is like, yeah, you got to have your king crab moment. Because Nyami's like, I'm going to try it. It's a couple dollars more. I'm going to do half snow crab.
I like to be a good steward of my money. That's what it is. I like to be a good steward of my money.
I'm going to do half snow crab.
Yeah.
And then half cream crab. I said, girl, if you don't get 2 pounds of cream crab and live our fucking best life.
And I did.
And what you do? You enjoyed it. And he's like, nah, I can't never eat no snow crab again. You done fucked it up for me.
Now always market price. Now it's a mystery to the bill come.
I would like king crab, please.
How much is MKT? We'll see at the end of the night.
Exactly.
No, but I encourage everyone to find their king crab moment. Again, it can be big, it can be small, but I do encourage you to find it. I thought you was going to talk about what the sauce. They don't even tell you what's in the sauce. It just be like tangy, garlicky, spicy.
Yeah.
I'm like, but what's the ingredients?
Look,
Jesus,
special.
I'm scared to
Satisfy
ask.
your salty and sweet cravings.
What is that?
What the fuck does that mean?
What-
Shambling.
Yeah.
In the mood for something tangy with garlic? Try this sauce. Tangy lemon slices infused with garlic.
But what are all the other spices?
Don't know.
Because I got to even thinking, like, why don't they just list what's in it? But maybe it's, what's it called? Not preparatory. Like, what is it where it's like protected?
Trade secrets.
Yeah, it's probably some, who know what Asian mama put in there. All I know is they throw down. And you know what I like at the Asian spot? They be like, you want mild, medium. It's literally like 10 levels that they go in. And low key, high key, once we about to get to medium, that's when I start sniffing. I think the highest I can go is like hot. And low key, hot is like literally in the middle, or I would say
Right,
closer to the other side.
Because they got extra hot. Look, they go like this.
Hot is the priority. Because I think I got one hot before, and it had my nose. You didn't even eat it when I got
No.
it hot, did you?
They got medium hot, and then regular hot. Just hot in the
is
middle.
the hot. The hot
And
HOT
then-
alone is as high as I can go and enjoy the food.
And then you got hot, extra hot. And then you got extra hot.
Hot.
And then you got extra hot.
And low key, high key is. At first, I was like, oh, it's just a cute. What's it called when you just do things because it's like niched and cliche? Like, oh, it's just a cute thing we do. No, people be getting extra hot.
Yes.
And be like red,
Booty holes be burning and
face
everything.
be red, and like don't be playing. But usually be the OGs. Honestly, the folks I see get the hot one because you can see the hot one because like the waiters be saying hot, and you can see the oils of the chill. Like I feel like it'd be in the air. And
Yes.
usually it's no one under the age of 60. It'd be like the older people, and they be fucking it up, and they don't even break a sweat.
And that's when they got to put on gloves and shit.
Yeah, that's why I gotta wear the gloves because it make your hands so hot. So that's something I did. I encourage y'all again all to find your king crab moment. Okay, so that's a high. Let's get to when we're heading on a little bit of the downhill, maybe uphill too. I binged on that's oxymoron, or is it what's it called when it's coincident? What is that called when you like make a
Ironic.
pun? I guess it's a pun. I binged on 600-Pound Life. Why didn't y'all tell me? I always knew about this show. It's one of the shows I feel like I always watch 600-Pound Life like when I'm on vacation, you know, when you first come in a hotel room and like you drop off your luggage specifically for like a work trip. And it's usually that in the evening, you got like 2-3 hours before you got to go to the company dinner. I feel like 600 Pound Life is always on. And I'm like, oh, let me see. And I've been lucky enough to always catch it. Like, where the story is like super inspiring. And the person loses, like, they come in at like 700 pounds. They lose 200 pounds. Don't get me wrong. Like, they'll have ups and downs. They'll lose and gain and all that. But at the end, they're like, I'm so happy I did this. This is great. Well, guess what? I tumbled on another season. The first one I end up watching. Have y'all know about this? It's from season 6. It's on Hulu if you want to go watch it. Maybe even TLC. It's called, the series was the Ashanti Brothers. They got 3 episodes. I think it started at season 5. So they're like the last 2 episodes of season 5, and they're like the first episode of season 6. Where are they now? For the folks who don't know what My 600 Pound Life is, it's about folks who are morbidly obese, usually 600 pounds plus, and they're coming to Houston, Texas to work with this doctor named Dr. Now to get some form of bariatric or weight loss surgery, be it like, I think you can do the sleeve or you can do like gastric bypass, all those things. The thing is, Dr. Now is so special in Houston because bariatric surgeries, the way that Dr. Now explained it, works for a niche population. So bariatric surgery is very, very effective, but you have to be between a certain weight for it to work effectively. So you can't be too little, but you can't be too big. So I think ideally bariatric surgery is for folks who are like 250, 275, all the way to about 350, maybe that 400 mark. Like if you're in that weight class, because I think it goes by BMI too, you most likely have success in keeping the weight off, safely going through surgery, all that type of stuff. But when you're in the 500, 600, 700 pound range, bariatric surgery becomes dangerous just for the thought of going under, right? Like you're not safe enough to go under anesthesia. When you kind of open your stomach, folks usually have fatty livers. Like it's just a bunch of other things that's lined up. But Dr. Now is one of the like thought leaders when it comes to bariatric surgery. And not only that, but morbidly obese people. So he has this practice where you can, come in and he'll work the program for you. And if you can stay consistent for X amount of months, lose enough weight, get some of those comorbidities, meaning like say if you got, I don't know, diabetes or heart failure, if you can get those things in order, like he'll grant you the surgery. And since he's such a specialist in his field, he will perform the surgery on folks that's 600 pounds. And so like that's the whole premise of the story. Also to give you some heads up, Dr. Now is a little old Iranian man. Whatever's in your head is right. So he got to be in his 80s. So he come in tiptoeing and he talk like this. So at whatever Iranian accent you think is supposed to be, that's right. And he come in, he looks so sweet though. Like, think of old Iranian man, live life, thought leader in the medical field, doing this show to help people who are morbidly obese. For the most part, people be winning. When I tell you Dr. Now is fucking reckless, a savage with his mouth, and I can't do nothing but put fucking respect on his name, I'm obsessed. So Dr. Now, he is just so straight, no chaser, that it almost every episode he says one thing that makes me gasp.
You do.
At least one thing that makes me gasp. It'd be things like he'll put people on like a diet, and he'll say like, I want you to stay under 1,200 calories for 2 months. Come back to see me. If you lose 60 pounds, we'll move forward with the surgery. And that's okay, because people coming anywhere in between 600 to 800 pounds. So if you just cut your calories to a normal calorie intake, you're going to just naturally lose weight without even fucking moving. So, niggas come in there and think they the master manipulator and be like, Dr. Now, and they get on that scale, and honestly, we became friends in our head with all the nurses. They're like, Beth, come on in, get on the scale. And they fucked up. Where they was like, yeah, I think I did my best, only cheated a little. I was like, oh shit. And then they get on that scale, they be covering their eyes and looking, and they be like, so you need to be 533 to get surgery. And then they be like, oh yeah, I'm sure I got that. And they get on the scale, they be like 599. They're like, actually, you gained 63 pounds. And the person be like, what? I must got something going on. And you think Dr. Now gonna come in and be sweet. He be like, so how are you doing? And the people be like, fine. He be like, wrong. You gained 60 pounds. Why? And like they'll say, what was the one that got you there that made you lose your? When they talk about they don't eat or
oh yeah,
they like they bored or they don't got nothing to do, or like, and he don't care about your situation. Like you could be privileged and spoiled, he'll hit you in the throat. You can be impoverished because the thing is the company like pays for so much. They pay for your apartment, housing, and all that. Like one person was like, Dr. Now I'm too poor to afford the food that you told me to get, so I couldn't do it. And he was like, well, if you were poor, can't afford the food, you should have lost 100 pounds.
You shouldn't be eating.
Why are you eating if you can't afford food?
If you're too poor, why you
eat?
Why you eat?
Why do you?
Why are you eating?
Is that the answer?
Why are you eating?
Or they be like, Dr. Now I'm so stressed out. And he'll be like, what does that have to do with you eating so much? Because, and mind you, he'll try to send them a therapy, and then people, I don't need therapy. He'll be like, okay, noted. And then here they come talking about stress. He was like, but what did this guy, like the way he just get, I'm trying to think of the one that really got me. It's so many, I can't even think about all his clapbacks.
Why are you eating?
What? Or no, people try to come at him talking about, well, Dr. Now I'm feeling sick because of my nutrition. You gave me, I feel malnutrition. Well, he was like, you 700 pounds. You don't have to eat for the month and you're not going to be malnutrition. Like the way he just says that. Or he'll say things like, you did not follow the diet. And people will like go to the moon and back. Like, I followed your diet. I didn't eat anything more than 1,200 calories. I ate no carbs. And he'd be like doing math. He'll be like, for you to have gained weight or maintain your weight, you're eating between 5,000 and 7,000 calories. That is just math. And just the way... if y'all want it, Dr. No got me saying it to myself. Because y'all know my journey. I get on that scale. I said, I done gained 0.3 pounds. I am a 1,500 calorie lie. Look, somewhere there's a lie. So, to the point where before I'm like, oh, well, that's not bad. But now all I hear is Dr. Now in my head. Nyambi, you say you want to lose weight, but you eating more than your 1,500 calories. Do you not love yourself? Do you not want to take it? But anyway, what we started on was somebody called the Asante brothers. Mm-hmm. These Negroes was crazy. It was two privileged white boys with their daddy. If y'all want to go on a roller coaster ride, it's the Asante, Assanti. I want to say it's the last 2 episodes of season 5 and like the first pre-episode of season 6. Mm-hmm. When I tell you, he was on, I have never seen an obese drug addict. No, y'all. I'm talking about 800 pounds, and he addicted to what? He was addicted to
Vicodin, Dilaudid, all types of pills.
Like heavy.
He on
shit.
everything.
He on everything, and to the point where he was manipulating the system. And this is one of the times that I actually, because I consider myself plus size and just bigger. So many times with bigger people, and I also want to get into like what's it called, Hayes. Health at every size. Like I want to also make an asterisk to that. Like I do believe health in every size is something, but it was something that this series brought out to me. It was like, damn, I never seen the manipulation of the system when like that when it came to obesity. Usually obesity, you fight for your right to survive, right? Like you usually been like, shit, I know I'm fat, but can you please take my temperature? I know I'm fat, but could you do an MRI? Like, could you do these things? And I think that's why I like Dr. Now a little bit. Mm-hmm. Don't get me wrong, he gets in their asses, but he runs all the tests. Right. Like, he gets in their asses and be like, but you said this hurt. We're going to run the blood panel. We're going to give you this, this, and this. Now let it come back negative. He really ready to read you for filth, right? Mm-hmm. But there has been a couple cases where he was like, you are in kidney failure. You are in heart failure. This is why you're dizzy. This is why this isn't happening. And low key, if they didn't go on that show, they probably would have died. So I do appreciate how he stays in their asses, but he does take them seriously and still takes all the concerns into place. But anyway, one of these Asante brothers, I think his name's Steven, he literally would complain. He got like lymphedema in his leg, so there's swelling in his leg. So he would just jump around to different clinics and doctors. He'd be like, oh my God, my leg. The pain, the leg. And as soon as the doctor leave, he'd be like, Jesus. Then the nurse would be like, what's your pain? 10, 40. And the nurse like, all right, we'll get you some pain medicine. He said, Dilaudid, please.
Dilaudid, please.
I don't know the milligrams, but he'll like literally say the doses he wants. And she'd be like, oh, you've done this before, huh?
Or he'll have like 200 pills. That's what
and like go through them.
A month. This motherfucking did them in 2 days. And they overdosed.
And Dr. Now was surprised he was alive. Mm-hmm. So like you got that manipulator. And not only of the system, he was manipulating his daddy. He was calling his daddy. So they from Rhode Island. So they already got that racist ass accent.
Order me some fucking pizza.
So y'all know, I don't know if anybody from Rhode Island, especially in that little hood trailer park area.
Whatever it's called.
It got an accent to it. and it got a tinge of a smell too. Like, you know, as I'm saying it, my nose turned up a little.
Think Family Guy.
Yes. Where these boys is from is literally the personification of Family Guy. What they call Quahog?
Yeah, Quahog.
That is what Cranston is. And so he calling his daddy on the phone and shit and telling him, I want a fucking pizza. Meanwhile, he's in fucking Houston. So you want your daddy to look up the place for the address, then send it to your big ass and still pay for it? Get the fuck out of here. Then you got his brother who need also therapy. And the daddy just funding everything. I'm just telling y'all, watch it. The Asante Brothers into season 5. Go watch it. The motherfuckers is crazy. But then after that, y'all, I just started spending because then, you know, after that, I just then looked for all black people and I just watched all the black episodes. Mm-hmm. And Some of Us was something else.
Yes, it was a few of y'all women out there.
There was a couple black women that I was like, sis, give me my Coke. Don't you touch it. My last Coke forever. Go watch it, 600 Pound Life. Also, I've just been watching a bunch of scary. I'm sorry, did you want to say anything else about because I brought Neeram along with it. As y'all know, Neeram is more about I am too, but Neeram is definitely not about like the scale, that game. Like he does not do that. And I'm a little bit I want to get weight off. So Neeram watching this, I know it had to be a part of his love language for me. So what did you think about the 600 Pound Life? And then the Asante Brothers. Like it's multiple ways to come at this.
It is exhausting. Mm-hmm. It is draining.
Yeah. It's
a emotional roller coaster.
Could you be rooting for him? And then the fuck up part, you did see yourself in them. How about it is hard to stop eating that shit, sis? It do be good.
It's like, damn, you got nothing but Coke in the fridge?
Nothing but Coke. Now, that's one thing I never really got too addicted to was soda. Mm-hmm. It's surprising because my parents have a lot of drinks in the house. I didn't get, orange juice, I think. It was a time I was addicted to orange juice.
Yes, you were. I had to break that up.
But no, he lying.
I had to break that up.
No, he lying. Yes, what are you talking about breaking up?
I had to break that shit up.
But some of the shit, you know, especially me being a thicker woman and someone who enjoy food, some of that shit I was like, yeah.
Some of the stuff I had to go look for it. So one of the motherfuckers that got married, the troublemaker, Steven.
No, he didn't.
Steven is married.
Oh, he got married to that guy? Oh.
No, he is married.
Oh. Look, he got that weight off of him.
It looked like.
Shout out to Stephanie Asante.
Mm-hmm.
She looked like she from Quahog too.
Yeah. And the Hobby fucking lobby, that shit's still open.
With that website that looked like it's from 1995, 2001.
That shit's still open. God damn.
What that daddy do?
I don't know.
Because the daddy was just shaving out money for them. I could barely get my parents to bring me a Starbucks coffee back, let alone completely fund the whole Hobby Lobby and all these things. But God bless you.
He did it though. It was just a drain and exhausting, especially dealing with these two brothers. It's like, fuck.
Yeah, they was the ones.
And then, you know, my thing is like, I don't want to get joy from laughing at other people pain and shit. So it's like,
that nigga wasn't in pain. He was using the system.
I'm going to therapy to work on compassion, and I'm starting to hate these motherfuckers. So I'm like, I need to let this go. Yes.
I mean, if the doctor was getting him mad, the doctor got so mad at him that he was just going to the doctor's office. He's like, we will not pay to get them shipped. We will not pay to get you back home because they're so big you have to get ambulances. Mm-hmm. But Dr. Now was like, I don't care how you get home. I don't care if you walk, crawl, pray, or send a pigeon. I'm not doing it. I've never seen Dr. Now get that angry. Mm-hmm. And he gonna walk outside. He never wears shoes. So he walking outside and he called his dad. And his dad called him an Uber, and they got him a Ford Focus. I don't know how he was going to get in that. Or a Neon. They ordered him a 96 Neon.
Oh, my God.
And they tried to squeeze him in there like a Pillsbury biscuit, and it ain't work.
No.
And then they going to talk to the Uber driver trying to be sweet and be like, maybe you need a, what did he say?
You need a bigger car.
Like a bigger car or XL Uber, like for you to go. And he's like, yeah, you got one? And he was like, no. Like, you got to call.
You got to call them.
Yourself, sir. It was just so much. But what was the other side of it for you, Neil?
So I think that was it, right? It's just this whole thing of like trying to provide compassion, but knowing, his actions was bad. Yeah. And that whole balance around that, which it was kind of hard, right? And I was like, I can't do this. It was a good
action, though. It was a good practice.
Mm-hmm. I was like, I can't do this shit no more.
I said, God bless the dirt doctors.
Oh, my God, because it was one time.
The orderlies, God bless them.
I try not to laugh when people fall.
He ain't fall. I feel like, what was that person who played basketball? What was the Dwayne Wade who always be falling on the court? And he'd be like, why are you falling so hard? That's exactly what he did. You think he fell like accidentally? He like slid down. Cause and then you see how we quiet? That's everybody in the room. Was like, are you okay?
And
Like,
his dad was like, they can't take your ass to the ambulance. You gotta get the fuck up.
oh yeah, he was trying to get to his new apartment. And he was on a golf cart. And they hit a bump and that ass slid off that golf cart.
Oh shit.
But he slid in slow mo. Like, everyone was like, sir, get up. Like, we
Right.
can help you up. But sir. And at that point, he had lost like 150 pounds. Sir,
Get up.
get up. Like, it might take you a while, but sir, get up.
So I think that's the thing, right? Is trying to provide compassion for that. Also like feeling sad for these people to like go through this, right? And be like, damn,
It's
how
painful.
did you get here?
Pain got you there. You don't get
Right. And being like,
that
who hurt
morbidly
you?
obese just because Krispy Kreme tastes good. It's something definitely more amplified by that.
Right. Like, who hurt you
Yeah.
to continue to go through this?
Food addiction and compulsive order is triggered by something. What that is something. And even just seeing how many people were like not into the therapy thing.
Yeah.
Like, he really, I would say 90% of the time the doctor had to be like, this is mandatory. There was only a handful of people that was like, yeah, I'm up for it.
And
I'm like,
usually
how
the
could
ones who
you-
go to therapy get therapized.
They are
get-
successful.
They get more successful.
I agree.
They make it to the finish line.
Yeah, I agree.
That's how I know. Like, you can tell. I think he just wore Dr. Now down so damn much. He was like, fuck it, I'm going to give your
I'm
ass
sick
to,
of looking at him.
I'm going to give you the fucking sleeve.
And also, I'm sure they're doing the risk assessment with him too, because he gonna be the one who always gonna be coming back in pain and be like, "So and so did this." You gotta watch that type. Other than that, I've really just been enjoying like scary and thriller movies galore. Shout out to Amazon. I want to dig deeper into Amazon probably next weekend because Blumhouse has like 2 movies coming out, and one of them is like a black guy who's leading. Also, I gotta get into Netflix because it's like Haunting at Bly House, which is like in the same school of like Haunting on Hill House that came out in 2018. So I'm excited about that. I thrive in the Septembers, October, early Novembers. I love all the movies. I'm really not a holiday movie girl, meaning like Christmas and stuff like that, and love that. I'll watch them. Like, I'm more of a National Lampoon girl, but what I thrive on, I watch all the horror movies. All the horror movies, all the thrillers, all the psychological that is my bag. Indie, mainstream, it don't matter. I like them all. So I'm super excited about that. I also had like a quick talk with some friends. We just talked some investment talks and like how are we all interacting with the stock market, if we are, and just tips and tricks and sharing each other as another stream of income. Again, we all think we have to be these big, broad entrepreneurs when it comes to everything. And, they say they need to have between 5 and 7 streams of income to maintain. And like the stock market absolutely can be one. Now, what I say about the stock market, you don't plan for no quick returns. You need to plan at least 10, 20 plus years if you're going to play with it. 5, depending if you watch it. But it was just a good conversation to have to talk about money and do it with peers and do it in an open and safe space. So I encourage y'all to look around if you got a little piece of extra change or something you're interested in. Do a couple Googles. It should be nice.
Yeah.
Also, speaking of King Crab moment, I don't know if y'all know about Basquiat, and he got his collaboration with Coach. It's sickening. I said, Coach coming from Heads, and Coach said, you forgot about me. I was thinking about getting a purse, but I ended up actually getting a scarf, and I'm glad I did. I was going literally back and forth, like, do I get this purse? Do I do that? I don't know. What is it like? What do I need to do? And then it was like, here and there again. If you want something, get it.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know if I necessarily need a purse because I ain't going nowhere. But what I am learning is I think my new signature piece is going to be scarves. I'm learning I do like a good scarf, and I will wear a scarf any moment, anytime. So I bought this beautiful scarf. And honestly, the whole collection is pretty bomb.
Yeah, the Basquiat collection is dope.
It's the Coach Basquiat. If you just Google Coach Basquiat, or if you go on the Coach website, you will be able to see it and go through it. I don't know. I just really like it. Honestly, it was also a sweatshirt I wanted, but that was sold out too.
Yeah.
But that was a little piece of joy. That's how I know I'm getting old when I like a good scarf. I'm like, oh, this is a nice scarf.
Look, nice little scarf here.
Oh, I can do a lot with this. I'm gonna be one of them old ladies that had these little. I feel like when I get older, if I have grandkids, a Basquiat scarf from Coach might be something to stun on.
I know, right?
No, because it's a limited edition. Mabel is losing her mind over here. Was that Mabel?
No, that was you.
No, it's not.
I had to look back. I like this backpack, but I'm not about to pay $1,000.
That's the other thing. Coach tried it. Coach to me is a nice mid-level bag place. Like Coach is something that you get because you like it. I don't necessarily anticipate high resale for Coach unless it's like old school vintage Coach or like very particular collections of it. But you know, as much as it can, I do appreciate an American made brand. And it's a solid leather purse if you're not trying to spend $1,200 if you're going Louis or the other brands.
Right.
But some of them things I said, so Coach, we charging $1,000 now
for a backpack?
I said, Coach, you 500 range. Coach is between the $500 and $600 range. Ain't nobody tell Coach to creep up to the 1,200 range for this collect. Actually, that's what made me pause a little bit. See if that bigger scarf is still.
The one that's $500.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I keep going back and looking for stuff. This worse than them Telfar bats. When I be looking for stuff. But that's something that brought me joy. I don't know. Aaron, what you think about that?
No, I think, you're getting to the age and the salary range where you don't have to, I know,
normalize black luxury.
You have to normalize black luxury. I know it was a step or two from, working at the box store and me working at a place where I cash my checks
and we
on the
had
same
to be
day.
careful.
And we had to be careful.
Yeah.
We're not there anymore. We're not there anymore.
Shut up, Nero. Why you say that?
Because sometimes it's hard to remember that. We ain't there no more.
When we was on the investment call, my friends, they was reminding me about my baby shower. Making me relive trauma. I was like, how I got over. Lord, how did I get it through? What was that, 2018? 19? 17?
I don't know. It's been so long.
I don't know how I got over. If y'all looking for a good episode, go back and look for. I'm sure we labeled it baby shower.
Yeah, we had to.
Go check it out.
Yeah, this bag is dope. I sold out though.
Next, so that was a high. Hitting another low. C fucking Eras. Did y'all, speaking of Haze, health at every size, did Sierra fucking try it? Y'all see Sierra is the motherfucking Weight Watchers advocate.
Global ambassador. Here, you want me to hit you with the 15
Hit her
seconds?
with the fucking 15 seconds.
I am so excited to join WW because my ultimate goal is to be healthier. When you take care of yourself, you feel better. You thrive. You can do more. The time is now. Let's go.
Join today with the WW Triple Play. Hurry, offer.
Go ahead, Nero. I'm ready.
Go ahead.
Nope,
I'll
you
let
go. Nope, go.
So Naomi about to give y'all a nice little monologue.
I am not giving a monologue. I'm about to keep it short and sweet.
Okay. Y'all ready? Y'all settle in.
Shut up. I'm not. I'm going to keep it 10
about to be some
seconds.
quotables.
No, it's not. I'm about to keep it 10 seconds.
Go.
When I seen this shit, I almost hit the ground. First of all, I was like, oh, they gonna see her, my girl looking good with them beautiful children in the background. And I said, wait a minute. What is she on the commercial for? I said, that better not be motherfucking Weight Watchers. It's Weight Watchers.
Yep.
Not only that, in the bottom of the screen, they talking about how much weight she lost. Guess how much weight she lost? Guess. 4 pounds. Who the fuck gets on Weight Watchers to lose 4 pounds? Like, that is not a thing. Second of all, Sierra.
You gotta remember, since September 18th, 2020.
I'm speaking for all the big bitches. If it takes us that long to lose 4 pounds and I'm paying Weight Watchers, is it weekly or monthly?
I don't know.
That is not acceptable. I want to be on 2 pounds a week. By that time, we should be. Never mind. So cool. I'm processing like what they got on this. Second of all, what the fuck is Weight Watchers? Sierra is literally a model and or a formally trained dancer who literally was doing the Matrix at 40 months pregnant.
Yep.
And now you're going to tell me to join Weight Watchers and you're my guiding star and light behind it?
Yep. Inspiration.
Are you fucking kidding me? I said this is some scam shit. And the thing is, I be rooting for Sierra. But ain't it enough, Sierra? You have the beautiful children. You have that nigga who keep getting more money and love the Lord.
And she got her master's.
What?
She got her master's.
From where?
Her music. She owned her master's.
Oh, I thought you meant a degree.
No.
Okay.
Or, she was at Harvard, I think.
Don't distract me. She's showing up in spaces. She's becoming a lifestyle influence. Like, she's totally shifted her energy. And then here she come roll up with Weight Watchers trying to sell us all pipe dreams. I said, oh, Sierra scamming us like Todd. I said, I know from the door she lying. First of all, Sierra and I metabolism is totally different. And don't come at me with that bullshit that say everyone's different, Naomi, be inclusive. No, Sierra has been dancing, I'm sure, since she's been 2 years old, hitting the black flip again, doing the fucking matrix, 50,000 months pregnant. It looked like, did she say she hit her goal when she said she lost 4 pounds? Like, it just was like, what are you trying to sell us, bitches?
I'm telling you a story, Mama.
Well, it could have been
me.
a scheme that Todd set up for him to come to you with the bullshit.
Hit it again, Nero. This is what Sierra did to us. We trying to lose
Well,
weight.
it could have been a scheme that Todd set up for him to come to you with the bullshit.
That's all I could see here in the back of my head when the commercial was playing. I said, this don't seem on brand for her. Just the idea of Weight Watchers and points and shit, and it just ain't, it don't seem on brand.
It don't seem authentic.
It didn't seem authentic at all. Like, I feel like I roll up to her and be like, what's your blue chip Weight Watcher fat bitch goal for the day? And she wouldn't know what I'm talking about. She'd be like, my cook for me. And I know what y'all gonna say. Well, Oprah, we done seen Oprah go through the struggle. We done seen the ups and downs.
We have.
Hell, Sierra?
Yo, level up.
She
level
basically, her and Chris Brown and Omarion is the same breed.
Dancing ass niggas.
So you telling me these dancing ass niggas?
Just dancing ass niggas?
Are you kidding me? Yeah, and y'all tell me if I'm wrong for when I seen that commercial. They need to go ahead and discontinue this quickly. I felt a certain type of way.
You should, because it's Sierra.
She's born. Only thing that saves Sierra in that commercials are beautiful ass children. Because I ain't want to show out with the children, and I'm a fan for all brown babies.
First of all,
but I wanted to pull her the fuck aside and be like, bitch, this is not your lane.
First of all, it's Sierra.
What'd I call her?
A dancing ass nigga.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes.
So B, she's a dancing ass nigga.
Okay.
C, she only lost 4 pounds on Weight Watchers.
I just feel like getting people with the get got, right? Because you be like, oh my God, Sierra's doing it. But you also don't got Sierra personal chef. You also don't have the metabolism of Sierra. You also don't have the genes of Sierra. Like, you also don't have a lot of things. It is not Weight Watchers. Like, if I had to put all those variables together, Weight Watchers is going to have the lowest impact on Sierra's weight loss and gain.
Plus, she only lost 4 pounds. Ain't like it said 20. Ain't like it said 15.
Who was checking for Sierra and weight loss after her baby?
4 fucking pounds.
And she tried to lay it on thick. I gained 65 pounds. Well, Sierra, okay. Like, it depends. 65 pounds sit different on people. I just felt a certain type of way. And I'll be over it. I know maybe I'm carb hungry. What's that Snicker commercial? When you be hungry. Mm-hmm. Maybe that's just I am. And then here comes Sierra on the commercial. Was she baking cookies in the commercial?
I don't know what the fuck she's doing.
No, girl. You and your husband, y'all go sit back. I don't know. And lastly, it's weighted blanket and heated blanket season, and I'm happy. Go near. I am Sierra. I lost 4 pounds.
I ain't lost 4. Naomi was like, what the fuck? This better not be no goddamn Weight Watchers commercial. I said it is. Oh, fuck this shit.
What? And I'm all health at every size.
It must be a scheme.
To get tired. It's a scheme.
A scheme that Todd set up for him to come to you with the bullshit.
With the spin and everything. That Aunt Bertha do. You know she did that spin and get up. That's what I did after commercial love. I said, this is a scheme.
It must have been the scheme.
She better off selling tea.
That Sierra set up to come with you with the bullshit.
I'm like Funky Dineva. She better off selling skinny tea.
Selling skin tea?
Skin tea.
I'm just saying. Or she could have just went Fashion Nova route. Like, shit.
I just
be dancing in that Fashion Nova. I don't know.
Or just be beautiful as a model, or just be a lifestyle and bet all the other things except the fucking Weight Watchers. She could have been a mommy blogger. All I give a damn.
But Weight Watchers.
Don't disrespect me. And I bet now when the COVID, I bet she be on them little Zoom calls and come speaking to all the people who done lost hundreds of pounds and shit. Here comes Sierra with her 5-pound loss. Now she the whole ass ambassador. I need to talk to the Weight Watchers team.
Oh my God. Oh, that's so.
And I'm for Black
up.
women winning and getting sponsorships. Get your coin, sis. But it was a scheme that Sierra sent up from the beginning.
To come with you with the bullshit.
To come to you with the bullshit. That's what this Weight Watch commercial.
Oh my God. It's crazy. So what's going on with me? I'm still having some keto / carb flu symptoms. Nobody has sent me any type of remedies, no nothing.
All right, Asante brothers, you're just not going to eat it. It's a withdrawal. Your body is not used to not eating all them fucking carbs and sugar.
Sir Jeffrey, I need you to come with me with your black shamanist.
Just to pray over you. You just go pray over you. Take the spirit of the colonizer. That's from the colonizer. They want you to have the sugar and the white flour.
Send your boy some ayahuasca or some peyote or something.
No, you don't want no ayahuasca. If you can't handle eating protein,
oh my
you
God.
fuck with that ayahuasca if you want.
Let me tell you.
Surrounded by crab legs and material things. You can't do that ayahuasca surrounded by material things. You got to be in nature. It'll have you hollering, honey. It'll have you thinking you back in Kindred. Think you extra from the book.
And so, like, please help your boy. Because this dizziness is no fucking joke. Your boy is still waking up dizzy. Please help me. I need help. Because I'm on the verge of eating whole loaves of bread.
Please don't. I gave him lavish bread.
Don't nobody want that paper.
I gave him low
Nyambi ass gave me
bread.
paper.
That's what get me through.
Well,
nigga, you got to get creative.
Your body is set up different from mine.
Oh, you right. You right.
Nigga.
Cut different.
It is cut different than mine.
Literally.
Nigga. Anyways, I'm over here dizzy than a motherfucker. I stood up the other day and I was like, ooh, Nyambi, please, I'm about to fall. Help me, please.
I said, aim for the couch.
You ain't shit.
I can't catch you. Aim for that couch.
Now you treat me like the Asante brothers.
Yeah. Oh, no, I ain't gonna go back to them. He collapsed on that grass. I was like, it looked like he fell. You know, people who be trying to scam markets and they like slip and fall on water. That's how he fell. I was like, look at this bullshit. Anybody with eyes could see.
So that's going on. So send your boy some prayers, uplift me. Yeah. Because I still got, for some reason, I still ordered another meal plan.
It takes a good 2 weeks or so to detox.
I hope so. Shit, cause this is wearing on me.
It's better already than it was last week, right?
Some days.
Yeah, so by next week it'll be even better. You just gotta.
If I stare at the wall too long,
homeostasis. What?
If I stare at the wall too long, like the whole room
swirls.
Yes.
Why are you staring at the wall? But you might look now. I'm Dr. Now. If it's not done better by next week, you might want to get some blood drawn.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure your iron isn't too low or something, or your other blood work is in order. But bread shouldn't last more than a couple weeks just from not eating bread and sugar.
Carb flu ain't no.
It is okay not to eat bread and sugar.
I see how they do it now.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So other than that, we just got our ballots from California in the mail yesterday. Mm-hmm. And I feel like I'm more into politics than Nyambi is. Because, I'm reading each and every proposal and things of that sort.
Yeah, Niram take days and days.
Yes, because I want to think about it and things of that
I give
sort.
myself 4 hours on one weekend Saturday morning to make a decision.
So, one of the things I noticed is that Kanye West is on my ballot.
Fuck. Now, when Niram did say that, I am going to take a little bit deeper time because how did that nigga slither on there?
So, Kanye West is on my ballot as a vice president.
What?
Yes, he's a vice president candidate.
Honestly, no, he can't be either one. But
so he's a vice president candidate.
Who the president?
Some dude named Rocky.
R-O-C-K?
R-O-C-K-Y.
That's just his name.
Rocky. No, that's his alias.
So it's the parentheses on
Yes.
the back. I don't want my president to have parentheses. I don't want my president to have alter ego.
His nigga name is Rocky. I'm trying to find it.
No, I don't like that.
So
it's like Kenneth Too Short, air quote, Evans. Something like that.
Yes.
Hell
something
no.
like that.
Hell no. No. Not for the presidency.
Yes.
I'm too old school.
So Rocky de la Fute.
Fuerte.
Yeah. And then he going for president. This is for the Independent Party. And then you got Kanye West.
Independents.
Yes. Meanwhile, there are other people in other states who've like responded to me, and Kanye is president on their shit. So like, this is a fucking ploy. This is dumb.
Scheme.
This is a scheme that Top set up.
That who?
That Todd set up
Todd set up for what?
to bring the bullshit
To you.
So niggas, be mindful of this shit.
Don't play. And
Do
also,
not fucking play.
Don't make them same mistakes y'all made last year voting for the Green Party. We don't have time for that this year.
Stop doing this shit.
Not this year. You can get back to that in 4 years. Not this year.
If I find out any of y'all niggas doing this shit, this like voting for Donald Trump to me.
Don't do that shit this year. Y'all can do it next year. Just take 1 year off of that. Take 1 year off and make a decision.
But this is dumb. This is some bullshit. And watch yourselves. Because this nigga Kanye is on fucking ballots.
I feel like this ballot looked a little confusing for me. Did we get the bilingual ballot?
Yes. We
Okay,
got
that's
the,
why I was like, it's a lot going on.
we got
here.
the
Spanish?
Yeah, because California sent out the English Spanish together.
Oh, okay. Because I was like, it's a lot going on here.
Yes.
It's not the language that threw me off, but like the formatting.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the formatting is a little weird, a little off
Yeah. California automatically sends, like, if you get English, you get English
in
Spanish.
Spanish. Because I know you could have made a selection
Yeah.
of if you wanted it in multiple languages. I didn't think I checked it, but I didn't know English and Spanish automatically came
Yeah.
together.
They automatically
Makes
come
sense.
together.
Especially for California.
So this nigga's on here. This is some bullshit. I don't know how he did it. For the states he couldn't get on there, guess what? He partied with somebody else and became vice president candidate.
So
this is some bullshit.
So he is vice president and president with one ticket.
He's vice
in some
president in
states.
California.
And then in other states he's president and
Yeah.
vice president. Is it the same Are they flip flopping?
No, it's not even the same people.
Okay.
The Rocky
Almost
dude, and I think
Is that even legal?
I guess so.
Yeah.
As long as you on the ballot, I guess. I don't know. It's crazy.
Yeah.
They just doing this to pull away votes. You already know what this is. They're trying to pull away votes.
I bet Donald Trump is all for it.
So y'all
This is
niggas
him.
need to stay
Establish
woke.
your right. Vote who you think is the best.
So y'all niggas need to stay woke because this
If you
is
think
established.
Kanye, look, now he ready to forfeit office. If Kanye wins, I'll give it to him.
Right.
I bet.
So this is some bullshit. This is dumb. Y'all niggas stay aware. Vote early. Vote.
Yes.
Shit, I want to say vote often.
No, vote early. You vote one time. It ain't multiple votes over here. It ain't a test out.
I personally am going to take my ballot to the voting
Hand deliver
center
it.
and put it in the box there, so they can count it on whatever day they're gonna count it on.
Yeah.
But I know in California it says something like 17 days after, like this ballot has to be in the thing at least 17 days after
Yes.
the
Scan thing.
yeah. So it's about to be some bullshit.
Yeah.
Be mindful
Y'all know,
of it.
I if you can, Cubicle Warriors, go ahead and take the day after your elections off.
Mm-hmm.
The day after. So was that Thursday or is election on Tuesday? What's the
I can't remember.
Yeah, take the day off. No, I think it's Wednesday. You have to take off.
Let
You
me
have to
look
take
at
off
the calendar.
third. Take it off, but also know the election is not going to be determined. I do not think we're going to determine who will be the next president within honestly that first week. We might not know to Thanksgiving, if not later. But it is something about protecting your peace in that day after election where I think it's going to be most hot. It's going to be hot like fire. Take your peace, have it off, and then not only have it off when you come back in the office that Thursday, clear your calendar.
Yeah.
And just have it as a working day so you can ease on into Friday with one or two meetings and have the weekend to yourself.
Right.
Take care of yourself. This is a king crab moment.
Yes.
Make sure you do it.
Because it's fucking crazy out there. And another thing, because I'm still going through like on-ramping some of my VA, so it's just an interesting, process to go through. I already had one VA, and I'm bringing on two. One of them will possibly be listening to this podcast to help with some things. So hey,
Oh,
how you
already?
doing? Well, when you talk to her,
Oh, okay.
No.
Oh, okay. I was like, you told her?
No.
Okay. Sounds good.
no.
Yeah, we got some folks.
No, after that NDA signed.
Okay, we doing you're so dramatic. We doing some stuff for the podcast. I'm super excited about it, y'all. It's gonna be bomb.
So the one I'm working with today, who's like more of my personal assistant, she's fucking intense.
What? Why you say that?
She is intense. She has already did shit that I didn't think to do.
Like what?
So she's like, yeah, I read through all the docs. I found, I was going through Asana. I found, our team Asana. I've already assigned it and recommended for that. I've started adding teams. I said, oh, okay.
What's teams?
What's teams? Like, let me know how to email, what you want your emails. I'm like, all right, bitch. All right.
You get you a good team.
She gonna be on the team forever.
Get you a good team and let them give them the space to do their work.
So maybe I need to come up with a episode on like how to hire VAs, because it is an interesting
how to hire VAs and how to interview.
Like yes, which is very interesting
for the interviewee and the interviewer. Oh, that will be a fun episode.
Yeah, because the team is expanding. Because the team is expanding, and I think it's just new times and exciting things that are going on. So I'm just pretty happy for that. Y'all stay tuned as I give y'all more about this journey, because like this chick is intense and like shit. I might have
ideas
more
from
free
her
time.
Systems too.
Yeah. That too, but I think just having the free time.
Well, that should be the option.
Yes.
That's why you're bringing someone on.
That's a good
To help
idea.
free. Some still can do some more vision strategy planning.
Yes. So that's all I got. You want to roll into some pillow talk?
Yeah, this question kind of came up. Excuse me, a couple times with folks, and the idea of deep friendships. I think twofold. So having and maintaining deep relationships, especially in the time of COVID, but even more so when you're over a certain age, right? 35 plus. Say if you don't have the deep friendships, how do you get them? How do you maintain them? And honestly, it's not even more of a pillow talk. I wanted to put it out to you all to see what do y'all think with thoughts and relationships. Like, how are you maintaining and cultivating your friendships, and not just the romantic ones? And what does it look like to be a friend, especially in these times? And moreover, if you don't have deeper relationships, how does that work? Or if you're looking to create something, like how do you go about doing it? So I just have more of those broader questions, because I think Niram and I have very different styles and energies when it comes to friendships and friendship circles. So I just want just a little bit, nothing to go deep. I'm actually curious what y'all gonna say on voicemails, emails, and all that good stuff. What about you, Niram? What do you think? What's your thoughts on it? You could pick any one of those.
I think that was a lot that you asked for.
Well, just take one of them. Do I need to push this to Wednesday?
No.
Or Thursday later this week? We could touch on it.
We can touch on it.
And continue part 2.
Yeah, I think as I get older, the friendships that I've who have made it through high school and college that I still talk to now are the ones that I'm really focused on having a deeper relationship, right? Because I feel like, I have the high school friend that, I'm the godchild for, or the godfather.
Oh, I'm like, you the baby?
No. I have the childhood friend who we took baths together because we was neighbors, right? And I have the college friend. So, I think it is one of the things to be interesting. I think it is interesting to see how friendships are being developed and how during COVID, how to keep track with folks, because
that's more so. I think I'm curious, and I think Niram does a better job than me, so that's why I'm quiet. So how do you do it?
I think what I try to do is whenever it's downtime when I'm scrolling, that's when I'm hey, I can do something a little bit more constructive, and this is when I usually just call a friend. So that's usually what I'm trying to do, is that I'm trying to limit the use of my phone, limit the use of me scrolling, and if I am going to use my phone, use it for things that are beneficial. So usually when I'm out running, or if I'm just around the house doing dishes, or any of those menial tasks that I might be scrolling or doing whatever, I'll just call somebody and just check it up. And I think it's always interesting because, people are having lives. My childhood friend just had a baby, so just having relationships there, or just having conversations there, and being able to have a deep conversation of thoughts and basically philosophies of childhood and about childbearing and things of that sort. It's always interesting, right? Especially being a man, and been for example, you having a boy, while you talking about like immunizations and whether or not that causes like Down syndrome, now I'm like, you having a son, like, are you gonna have, like, are you getting your son circumcised? And like, what are your thoughts around that?
Yeah.
And it's like, well, if you're an anti-vaxxer, but you still believe in circumcision, like, how'd that work out?
Yeah.
And be able to have a deep conversation about that. And this is more out of curiosity, like, no heat, no shade.
Okay.
But I'm just curious.
I'll look back at the end of the month.
Yeah. But like, no heat, no shade. But I'm just curious, like, if you don't believe in vaccines, like, how do you believe in like circumcision? And like having this type of conversation, right? To say like, it's still a form of medical procedure.
Intervention,
intervention. If you don't believe it is because of this, like, your logic is different, right? And being able to have these like deeper conversations amongst these philosophies that, we may differ on. So for me, for the most time, it's usually just calling, having a schedule. So one of the things that I do work on is having a schedule of like, call such and such during this time.
Who does a good job as a friend keeping up with you? Or, I say who, but like, how do they do it? What does it look like for you?
I think that's a hard thing because most of the times I'm doing most of the calling. And so other than Nia, who calls me, what to say, who calls and make a valid, like a valid effort to do it. Other than that, like, I get maybe a call once in a while, but they're usually like, oh, I ain't heard from you in a while. Like, let me give you a type of call.
Gotcha.
Versus the other way. And that's cool. Like, I understand life is going on, especially for most of my friends. Like, they got
to give a lot of grace.
Yeah, they got kids and shit, like real life toddlers and. One of my godsons is 8 months, and this motherfucker crawl and walk like nobody's business. And next thing you know, he be out the front door. You seen him?
Yeah, it's the back door. They the front door. Don't act like he done stand up and jumped on the couch.
He like fucking Bebe's kid. He out of here.
Yeah, he always seems like he's trying to escape something. I don't know what. Yeah, you always got to keep your eye on it too.
And it's the thing. Like, I understand. Like, they got kids. They busy. They in a different lifestyle. And truthfully, I like it best if I can just call, check in, and then do it on my own time because I'm busy. Like, I'm doing a lot of shit.
I need to get better. I don't do a good job.
So,
but I'm also the type of friend that I don't do a good job of calling. I don't do a good job of texting back. Like, I am definitely that friend. But say if you need me, I'm the friend you hit with a 911. If you hit me with a 911, I'm dropping what I'm doing. I'm being there. I'm on time. I got the money. I got the solution. If some shit hit the fan, you call me. But I'm not the best friend always to shoot the shit with. Because sometimes I'm like, I think I talk so much at work.
Nyambi does not like small talk.
No. I think corporate's done that to me. Right? It's like, I like to sit here quietly. Thank you. But so I think that's why I think that I'm able to maintain my small circle because I don't think I could not be bad at. I'm not responsive, and I couldn't be dependent. Like, I can't be all those things, right? I might not be the most responsive person, but there are certain keywords you could do to get in touch with me. Like, I've told all my closest friends, like, if you need me, you need to call me back to back.
Yeah.
And like, hang up quickly so I know I need to stop what I'm doing. If you need to text, don't beat around the bush. Like, say exactly what you need.
Yeah.
If you really trying to get, like, call near, like, it's certain things you do. And, like, it's nothing bad to me because I just know how I operate. Because I don't know. Like, I think I'm still on the earlier millenniums where I don't feel like I'm entitled to a response back. Like, I don't have to. Just because I have a phone, that don't mean you have access to me 24 hours.
Right.
I'm very much from that school of rock where some people are not. Like, they're like, you have this access and you gave me my number and, like, in our relationship and you need to be invested in it. I'm like, I'm of the house phone generation. And when you go to house phone, if they ain't pick up, you gotta leave a message. That's how I feel about my cell phone. With call or text. You send a text, I don't respond, I mean I ain't home. Mentally, emotionally, spiritually.
The lights are on, but nobody's home. Stupid.
So that's just how I feel. And I know everyone does not feel that way, and that can be hard with the friendship. But the balance is, I got you. Like, you don't, if I say I'm going to do something, you don't got to follow. I'm not, some friends you have like, girl, remember. Nah, you ain't going to do that for me. Like, I'm doing it, it's getting done. Or if you need something and I say yes or no, whatever I say, that my word is literally bond. And I'll make it happen by any means necessary. And that ain't in everybody. I'm not a flaky friend either. Right? Like, the flakiness is maybe not tested. But if I'm like, yeah, let's do this, I'm not the friend that's going to call you like 30 minutes like, oh, girl, I'm sleepy. I'm the type of friend, I'm going to go sleepy. It's like, yeah, I'm a little drowsy, but I know I committed. And we rocking this out and we going to do it. Like, I'm that friend.
I also think that, since I'm on social media and, I'm an influencer, that most of my friends follow me on social media. So that's like they keep up and do more life updates via that way. So they'll see Mabel and be like,
Mabel good.
Mabel good.
Well, people, I think my newer friends, then we can talk about having new friends, are more surprised about like the lack of like absence of me. That's something they always point out to Nero. Like, that's how I know social media ain't real. Where Nyambi? Like, living my life.
If they only know.
In quiet meditation and thriving. Ain't sad. Don't feel left out of what? Nothing. You can't even catch me in a mirror reflection. How about I don't do good at making friends either. I shouldn't say that. I do. I make friends very easy, but it's hard for me to make deep friendships. I could call a whole haggle of bitches to go to brunch now with mask on. But do I have like necessarily a crew of people I could be like, listen, I watched 600 Pound Life and I'm thinking about everything that's happening in my life right now? No. That's harder for me to create and say those things. Where I think Niram has a nice balance of doing both. Yeah. Actually, I think deeper. Like, you like to go really, really deep. Where I'm just like, yeah, I'm just visiting for someone, so we're just doing this. And like, I never have to talk to them again. And I'm like, oh, that was nice for what that was.
No, because, I always go deep. Yeah. Like, having these deep conversations, having these deep things, right?
Yeah.
Like, even in, like, the relationship with my trainer, right? And how we've built this relationship based off that.
Yep.
And I think that's more or less like my relationship style. I was like, I want everybody to feel like they family, and so on and so forth.
I make people feel welcome. How would you describe my style?
I think the thing is that Nyambi gives off the thing like, oh yeah, like we can, here's my number, like let's hang out. Call me.
But I'm not.
But Nyambi not calling you.
But if you call, I'll pick up.
She might not pick up.
Text me, maybe. Depends if I'm home.
Whereas me, it's like, oh, we're gonna go somewhere. Like, okay,
yeah, what day?
What day?
Oh my God.
Let's hang out. Let's kick it.
Whoa, we're setting the date now.
Yes, let's kick it.
We're setting the date now.
But I think even some of those things like help with, like my business aspect.
That's
right?
true. That's true.
Because I think if it wasn't for some of those things, like some of the stuff that I've had business wise, wouldn't be the way they are. Yeah. Like a great example, I was having a conversation with a person, and they're writing a book, and they was like, "Hey, can you?" And like she first interviewed me for her podcast, and I got interviewed there. And then it's like, "Hey, like we had a good time. Like let's just kick it, and like let's have these like once a month calls and just check in because like we're doing somewhat similar things, and like we go on places. And it's like you might not have anyone to talk to, but like I get it and I understand I'm on the hustle. So then she was like, "Hey, actually, I'm writing this book. It's gonna be published in it's gonna be published by a national publishing house. Like, would you be interested in writing for it?"
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, cool. She's like, you may or may not get paid. And I was like, okay, well, let me know if I get paid or not. And then I was like, like I'll do it for the free. Like I'll do it for the F. However, like if I do this for you, like, can you just put me in the places where I'm able to get my own book? It's like, well, what do you mean? Like, could you share literary agents you've been with? Can you put me in contact with your editor? Like, so on and so forth. Like, just put me on. Like, I'm gonna give you the best of my stuff, but can you just put me on? And like that became like a full. Damn, that's something I should put on my head. That became like a full on thing where I'm talking to literary agents. I'd got publishers like, hey, send me a proposal, like just off the forward that I wrote, and all that wouldn't have had happened if I like didn't just had that follow up to say, hey, like let's that was a good conversation. Yeah. Let's do something a little bit more formal. Like let's build this relationship out just so we can see like whether it's a business relationship or not.
True. And
of course, like sometimes like things just gonna fall off. But sometimes you get shit like this where she laid it out to say, oh, like I've had these literary agents. I've talked to these people. These people are the best. These are the books they got published for other people. These are the ones I was signed on. This book, yes, like I'm going to rave to them on my end. First, the publishing house, they see your forward, put it out there, lay everything out, let them know the platform. And like we had this conversation, and like it just moved to something else where shit, your boy might have a book deal. You never know.
Goodness. Nyambi want one. No, I'm just joking. I don't know if I'm even in space to write something. Congratulations.
Yeah. So I think that's where like my style comes in, because it's usually from a business perspective. Like, hey, I want to know like what you're about and give them the best I can moving forward. And then like if there is something there, like it'll naturally happen via like osmosis or symbiosis or whatever it's called. And then like, you know, there's a population that, hey, I'll do the same thing and like I just won't get no response. And it's like, it's cool because I'm busy anyway. Yep. But for the ones that do, like making sure that I do follow up. And I think that's the hard part, right? It's just following up to say, hey, I know you're busy.
Follow up is key.
I'm just following up like whenever you're free. Like this, you don't have to like email me now, respond now, but I'm just thinking about you. And I think sometimes just doing that to be like, hey, you know, hey, I'm there if you need it. It's almost as good as like having that deep ass relationship or going deep to tell someone your deep stories and things of that sort. Yeah.
I love that. Thank you, Nero. Y'all, what's your stories? What's your tips and tricks for maintaining friendships and connections and or making new connections during COVID? What we gonna do now, Nero? We gonna do some voicemails or we gonna wrap it on up?
Actually, let's wrap it on up. We do voicemails on Wednesday.
Okay, or Thursday.
Yeah.
All right. To submit your Black Love stories, go to blacklovematters.com. To submit a question for Kitchen Table Talk, shoot us the email at blacklovematters@gmail.com. That's black with no K. And to leave a comment about anything that we talked about today, you can do that on our website, SoundCloud, Stitcher, anywhere podcasts are. And also don't forget about our voicemail at 508-784-1111. That's 508-784-1111. Talk to y'all later, and remember,
love is ever evolving.
Peace.